Alright guys, warranty on the Fiesta is up. Some of you guys might have seen the post I made on YouTube that this thing was going back to the dealer. It went back to the dealer. It's making a whining noise in first gear, especially you can hear it when your foot's on the clutch pedal. But according to the dealer, there's nothing wrong with it. So anyway, the warranty is up in about 150 miles, so that means it's time to do some sick performance mods. I cannot wait to see how much faster it is when we put this dash cam. But this is the AQP Dashcam X1 from AQP. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my email up and see if there's anything they wanted me to say specifically about it, and then we'll unbox it and do my favorite part of any Chinese product unboxing, reading the instructions. So I'm gonna put a link in the description of this dash cam. It's already pretty cheap, I think like 120 bucks, but if you use the discount code Braden002 you get 30% off on top of it. So why don't we open it up and take a look at what maybe they're trying to tell us in the instructions, but we can't decipher because translation reasons. Alright, take a look at what we got in here. Some fancy packaging actually. Oh, damn AQP. Alright, here we go. Here is the camera. Take out. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. So, what's interesting is it's got a battery, but it also states that it needs to be plugged in constantly. And I think that's because the battery is so small it's not going to continue to power it, but if you get in an accident and your car battery comes unplugged and the whole thing loses power, it'll have enough battery to save the footage of the car accident. So here's the beautiful part. This kit comes with two cameras, so obviously this is the front facing one, and then I'm assuming that's how that works. I'm just gonna not mess with that yet. And then here, oh wow, that USB cable is actually pretty long. So the way it charges is it uses a mini USB cable and like a cigarette lighter port, which I'm not super stoked on because the cigarette lighter port in the Fiesta is kind of in an inconvenient location, so this cable is gonna have to like kind of be wrapped around my shifter. But since it's like a million miles long, it might actually be workable. But my favorite part about this dash cam setup is, I assume in here, yes, it comes with two, one for the rear window. And then from the instructions, it appears that this red wire you tap into the reverse lights, and the only thing I can imagine is when you do that, it powers the rear camera and shows you on the screen what's behind you. I don't really know why, but you know, the screen placement is interesting, but we'll get into that. Let's start reading some instructions. Alright. I like how there's a picture of the owner's manual in the owner's manual showing you what parts come in it. That's good. Perfect. Thank you. Keep these instructions is the safety instruction number 1. Do not drop, puncture, or disassemble this product. This product should not be exposed to dripping or splashing. That's it. Avoid long exposure to sunlight, which may cause damage. It's in the windshield. Do not install this product where it will block the driver's view of the road. Or wait, so it's actually the driver apostrophe and then like 5 spaces and then the letter S. So you can see driver apostrophe and then like 4 spaces and then S view. Of the rotor, the deployment of the airbag. Yeah, that's actually a good. I'm gonna put it right where the airbag comes from. Never never install product while driving. Alright, Brock, let's go install this dash cam. It's gonna be pretty sick to be able to just have a sick recording.
Hang on a minute.
What?
The manual said that we can't install it while we're driving.
Oh shit. Well, how are you supposed to do it? Make sure that the lens is within the wiping range of the windscreen wiper to ensure a clear view even when it rains. Oh, I see what they're saying. Like, that's actually pretty well translated. I was like sitting there mocking them, like, what do these stupid idiots mean? And it's just accurate. It's just good English. Attach dash cam onto the mount. Good. Select location A or B on the windshield behind the rearview mirror. Clean with clear water and make it fully dry with clear water.
Yeah, none of that murky stuff.
So this is the mount, right? And it says pick spot A or B, which is like right here. Doesn't that seem a little inconvenient for the screen?
I mean, for the passenger, they can just look up at it, I guess.
Well, I mean, either way, even if I put it over here, why wouldn't the screen be
flat, or
yeah,
like facing backwards?
Like it looks like that comes off based on
like the picture looked like it looked like it came off. Does it slide and then come out?
No.
Sweet.
Exposing this product to open flames may cause explosion. Yeah, I mean, if the car catches on fire, my first thought's gonna be, God, get that dash cam out of there, that thing's gonna blow. Plug the other end of the car, okay, here, connect the car charger and the dash cam by using the charging cable. Plug the other end of the car charger to your vehicle, apostrophe space S cigarette lighter socket. Use the crowbar to press and hide the charging cable into the seams and weather strips around the edge of the dashboard. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, there's an app for it, that's kind of sick. Alright, listen. Oh, that's it. It's now, the rest of it's in Chinese. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is where it plugs into the rear camera. For Christ's sake. So this is where it plugs in the back. So we actually have this piece of wire that we could probably just tap into one of my reverse lights if we want to see if that backup camera thing works. Because as we, I actually never really said on video what happened. Just one time Ross was like, what happened here? The damage on the bumper. I backed it into a Prius. Because this dude parked next to me super close in a parking lot, and I was looking at the dude's truck while I was backing out because I had to turn to get out, and I was trying real hard not to drag my mirror against his mirror. And I look in the rearview mirror, nothing there, so I'm just kind of staring at the mirror, looking at this mirror, my driver's side mirror, and watching it and make sure it doesn't hit that truck, and my car just goes boom and stops moving. And I look in the mirror, and there was Prius there.
Damn, sneaky Prius.
And I was like, God damn it. And I get out, and the lady looks at the damage, and she's like, ooh. And I was like, what the 9 years old? I was like, just take it to a body shop. Let me know how much it costs so I can do this without insurance. She goes, okay, here's the quote from the body shop. And it was like here, but on a Prius. So it went from the quarter to the bumper. And they quoted her for a brand new bumper and a full repaint job and pulling the dent and then re-sanding, painting, and blending the entire quarter panel. So it was like $1,300. I was like, kiss my ass, here's my insurance. Bang! Will you guys sponsor me yet, please? Alright, so what we determined is when we put it right here, it points a little bit downward, but you can't see anything out of the back of this car anyway. So, like Brock just mentioned, you'll probably catch the license plate of the person that rear ends you, and that's good enough for me. Like, shaped it so you could still put screws through here, even with the 3M stuff on there.
It's the double.
I'm not drilling holes in this car. That looks pretty centered, right? The nice thing is, with this one, there's... What? It's like dead between these two things.
Yeah. I think it was just the angle I was at.
We have two of these. The kit came with two of these little 3M things. So if I put this on and it sucks, we have another try. Even with stopping biting... Never mind. I was gonna say stopping biting my fingernails, I can't get those things off. Turns out I'm just impatient as shit. Yeah. Now we got Big Brother in the car, see? Let's make sure that'll actually still close. If I was really about that life, I could pull this and run the wire into the headliner. But you know damn well that I ain't about that life. Center console. You know, honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with that. You can't even see it.
Yeah.
And look at how much, like, it's perfect.
Oh yeah. Quite a bit of slack.
So, Fiesta ST headlights, or taillights, unbolt using Torx bits right here, but there's not really access to the bulbs from inside without taking a bunch of paneling apart, or to the wiring. So I'm gonna probably not do any of that. Alright, so I took the headlight out so we could demonstrate that this reverse thing does work. This camera being plugged in. Also, when we were working on the limo in Vegas, I had the hatch open, and Ford, for some reason, in 2016 didn't have any sort of battery protection still. So after we worked on the limo for a while, it really struggled to start, and now that we've had the camera plugged in, the battery's dead. We had this plugged in, and I was like, how could this wire be screwing with everything? Because the climate control and the party lights in the floors and doors and stuff, and the cup holders started flashing like crazy, and now it won't start. We took the red wire from the reverse harness and we just kind of shoved it into the bulb socket so it would get a signal. So step into my office, other side. So there you can see we got the backup in the corner. Then when it gets signal from the reverse light, maybe the accessories need to be on. There you go. So when it's not in reverse, like that, when it is in reverse. But yeah, so if you plug that light or that wire into your reverse light, it will work as a backup camera. Why? I don't know. I want to show you guys the app a little bit, but first we're going to have to situate getting this car to start. So here's a cool feature. When you press OK, that stops or starts the recording. But, so when you have it stopped, it'll be flashing the red recording sign up there. Press this, and then press it again, and it takes you to your second menu. And then you go here, and you click Wi-Fi, and you turn it on. Then you go to your phone, and then you look for the Wi-Fi network that is named something I can't remember, but I'll tell you in a second when it pops. And I mean, I guess actually having the reverse thing would be somewhat useful. I wonder if it goes, oh, it will. So you could use that if you really wanted to be monitoring the cameras from your phone. I actually have my phone in a pretty decent spot for doing so. But you can stop recording, and then you can go into the folder. And this is what's super nice, is you never really have to take the SD card out, because you can, so you can see that's a 1 or 2 second clip from what I just recorded. But you can delete and download all the video files from the Wi-Fi app without having to take the SD card out of the camera, which I think is pretty sick actually. And then you can adjust all the settings, the resolution. It's funny, the manual actually says that it has the motion detecting feature, but that you should shut it off because it will create a bunch of files every time something moves. I'm not convinced I'll be leaving this on when it's parked places, considering it just killed my battery. But I think I already kind of upset the battery with the incident with the limo. So I guess if I have it parked downtown, I'm going to be down there for like an hour, I'd maybe leave it plugged in, but definitely not overnight when it's parked in my backyard. And then here's my only other gripe, is to close that menu you have to tap it. When you have it in Wi-Fi mode, you can't use any of the buttons on the camera to change what's happening to any of the settings. Like, nothing will change. And I can't for the life of me figure out how to turn off the Wi-Fi from the app. So the only way, oh god, I switched to photo mode. The only way out I seem to be able to find is this, and it's just turning this off and then disconnecting from the Wi-Fi. And then when you turn the camera back on, it'll be back into normal mode. But it is super cool that there's an app, that they have app connectivity, and you can download all the files and everything. So like I said, you never have to take the SD card out, which is good because I pushed on it and it made the click noise like it was going to pop out. It didn't pop out, so I'm going to stick with the 32 gig SD card that came with it. So it's $119.99 on Amazon for this kit as usual, but if you click the link in the description and use the discount code Braden002, you get 30% off of that, 36 bucks off, almost, because, you know, $119.99, not $120. Makes this thing $83.99, which I think is pretty insane for, you know, full feature dash cam with front and rear cameras and Wi-Fi connectivity. So, yeah, thanks to those people for giving this to me. I've actually wanted a dash cam in this car for a long time. You guys know I don't like to just take this Chinese stuff unless they're giving me one to give to you guys, or it's something I actually want to use. But thus far, this thing seems pretty freaking good. So I don't know. I guess we could go drive around, and then I could just show you guys some of the footage. The AQP Dashcam X1. That was stupid. Don't let me do that anymore. I was actually ready to just be like, yeah, I mean, it works as a camera. That's all you really need it to be. But it's actually super, super good. I would pay $120 for one, and especially I'd pay $84. And that's great, because that's what you can do right now with the discount code Braden002. Their Amazon link is in the description. I don't have any sort of affiliate thing with them as far as I know, so I don't think you buying one is going to make me any money. But if you want a dash cam with front and rear and Wi-Fi connectivity for $84 right now, here's an easy chance for you to do it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat at BigB1011. If you want to see a picture of your car featured at the end of one of my videos, send a picture of it to me at cursedforeverhelp@gmail.com, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.